Hi, this is your girl Tracy. Um, I just wanted to inform people that I am starting a challenge. If you all remember back in the summer, the ALS challenge, which I did do, and not only that, wrote a check for, was a very successful campaign. So, in light of the recent events, the decisions to not hand down indictments to the officers responsible for the deaths of both Eric Garner and Mike Brown, I decided to just let my voice be heard. I believe that all lives matter. It doesn't matter what color you are. All life is valuable. A cat's life is valuable, has value. Um, like any other color, black, brown, white, everybody's beautiful. And we all are deserving of our rights, our equal rights that are afforded us by the United States Constitution. Um, a neighbor recently came up to me and she told me that um, in our neighborhood, I do live in a predominantly white neighborhood. She said in our neighborhood, they're like blue lights. People are replacing their porch lights with these blue lights. And she explained to me that, it was in support of the police benevolent fund. I live in Hazel Park, Michigan. Um, and the last police officer that died quite some time ago. I remember hearing it in the news. This was before I even moved to this area. And it was a female. And she'd answer, I believe, a domestic violence call. And she ended up being killed. That was a long time ago. Um, I get that, I'm not against police officers. I don't want anybody to think that. You know what I'm saying? I have tremendous respect and, for the job that they do. I know that just because there are bad police officers do not mean that they are all bad police officers. Just like, white people have to understand that just, not all black people are bad. There are bad, good and bad in all, races. It's not just black people. It's like someone very famous once said, it's not the color of one's skin, it's the content of one's character. So, and I have, had, chances to, run-ins with the police, not run-ins, but, I've been stopped and pulled over, and I had to, call a police officer on a neighbor next door to us. I think her whole problem, she was harassing us when we, first moved in. I think, her problem was that she didn't like living next door to an interracial couple. So she bothered us a lot in the beginning, but that's now over and done with. So my police, my communication with the police in my community is very limited, So with that being said, I can respect the fact that they're supporting the police and they're screwing in these blue lights, but like I said, in light of what is going on, I feel very strongly about it. And I think that a lot of my black friends feel some kind of way because I'm married to a white man, so they feel that maybe I shouldn't have a voice. I'm still black. It does not exempt me from the problems in black America. I still have, family members who are black, sons that are black, a brother who is black. It doesn't exempt me. And it doesn't mean that I don't support people of my heritage. That's not what that means. It simply means that I judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. And that's the way it should be. Unfortunately, it isn't. But long story short, I'm sorry. What I'm going to do is, while everyone else are screwing in their blue lights, I'm going to screw in a black light. Couldn't find a black light anywhere, so I had to order it online from this place called Bulbarama. And it was only $4.99, but when, taxes and shipping, it totaled $15, and that was just one bulb. And to me, this bulb is a very peaceful, respectful way of just letting others know where I stand on the issues that are currently affecting the black community. Really, we should say all community, because it's gonna touch us, all of us, eventually in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It really is. Because it's getting to that. Black people are tired of watching their loved ones die unnecessarily, at the hands of law enforcement, and it's got to stop. So the black light, I'm calling it, me and my husband, we're calling it the Black Lives Matter Challenge. And, by accepting, you screw in the black light on your porch light and you turn it on. And what I would like to do is, I would like to buy a bunch of them, in bulks. And I would like to go around and, with the camera, and interview people and start the movement going. Give a lot of them away. And, hopefully, people will buy their own too. That would help a lot. But to start to give them away, and I think it would be a peaceful, beautiful way to say that black is beautiful. Black lives matter too. And we're no longer going to stand for this. Everybody should be treated equally. The judicial system should work fairly for everyone. We are all entitled to basic human rights. We are entitled to our constitutional rights. We are entitled to live out the American dream like anybody else. My ancestors built this country. I'm not a racist individual. I do a lot of charity work. As a matter of fact, I planned on collecting blankets to pass out to the homeless, because my two primary charities are homelessness and mental illness, because those are the two that I relate to the most. But I'm going to put those on the back burner for a minute, because this is a really serious issue. It's something that we need to be discussing. A lot of my white friends, I have noticed, I'm a bit disappointed because they've been very silent and non-supportive. But I can't make anyone do what they don't want to do. But hopefully you'll agree and you'll go to GoFundMe, and you can find it under Black Lives Matter. And if you can, donate whatever you can. If it's $1, $5, $10, whatever you can donate or give that can help me and my husband buy these bulbs so that we could just pass them out. Let's shine a black light to show people everywhere that black lives matter and that black is beautiful. Help me light America up. Help me enlighten America. I thank you in advance. God bless you, and I love you.